So today, man, I thought I would share with you a challenge that I face sometimes on the spiritual path, which is feeling quite emotionally disconnected from myself sometimes, especially after lots of meditation. So I don't know if you've had this, dude, but sometimes when I meditate, I go really deep, I get really conscious, but when I try to speak to someone, it's like I'm flat. It's like nothing comes out. It's like I'm very spiritually connected, but I'm not connected to my person. I notice this because when I try and speak to someone after I do my big chunk of meditation, I'm just like, I'm very spacey. I'm very conscious. But emotionally, it's like I'm not online. And sometimes, man, it takes me ages to get back to myself. And the reason I wanted to share this with you, man, is because first of all, it's something that happens for me, and I want to be honest and open with you about that. But secondly, dude, in life, it's so important to be emotionally connected. Have you tried to live a day of your life where you're not actually connected to yourself emotionally? Bro, it's horrible. It sucks. You know, the more conscious you become, the more you see that being emotionally connected is vital. You won't feel alive if you're not connected. Dude, back when I was stuck, addicted to pornography, I was so emotionally disconnected. I was shut off. I didn't let myself feel emotions because I was scared to feel them, man. I didn't have the balls to feel my emotions. I was way too afraid to feel the truth. Emotions can be scary, man. You know why? Because they're true. The things that make us fearful in life, oftentimes, man, are when they're freaking true. Emotions are really true. And sometimes, man, when I'm doing my practice, I actually feel more disconnected. You think you feel more connected. Sometimes I do. But honestly, man, sometimes I feel very disconnected. And this is a thing that happens as you do your spiritual work. Sometimes, man, you'll be doing the right things. And you'll be meditating, you'll be working out, you'll be eating clean. You may even have times, brother, where you kind of question yourself. You think, do I need to go easier on myself? Do I need to strike a better balance? Maybe you do. But it's so important for me to let you know that even when you're doing all the right things, you're living a life of truth, you're living a life of discipline. Even this can mean that you don't connect with yourself emotionally. You know, even this morning, man, I haven't felt myself. I've been speaking to spirit. I've been channeling some spirit, but I haven't felt lit up and alive. Now I do because I'm speaking with you. But that's exactly why I wanted to share this video, because it's actually quite vulnerable for me to be open that sometimes, man, yeah, I don't feel it. I don't feel life. I'm just so flat. After you've done lots of deep spiritual practice, meditation, you might not feel immediately social or emotional or open. But you know what I notice, man? I notice that as the day goes on, I do slowly, gently open up. My person is here again. I'm here. But it's with the energy and consciousness of spirit. It's almost like meditation has a slow release effect. Throughout the day you will feel it, but right after you might not feel that connection that you seek. We meditate to feel connected. We do it for various reasons, for discipline, for spiritual practice, for the sake of meditation, for concentration, for consciousness. That's the ultimate reason. But we also do it to feel connected with ourselves. Anyone I know, man, who goes back to meditating after not meditating for a while, they tell me, oh, I just feel connected again. Of course. And that is true, spiritually. But I'm letting you know, man, that sometimes you won't feel the emotional connection. Sometimes you will feel distant from yourself. You'll feel kind of flat. This is okay. This is part of it. The technique that I use to get back to myself is I just speak to myself, man. I just speak to myself. And sometimes I'm very conscious and I'm realizing that that which is speaking is spirit. Spirit is speaking to me. Spirit is reassuring me. And the more that I speak, the more that spirit comes through me, the more my emotional system lights up, the more light I feel in myself. Then I'm back. So, I let you know this because this is something that happens. Meditation, spiritual practice is not always good. Sometimes you'll feel depressed. Sometimes you'll feel emotionally closed or not open or just completely distant from everyone because you're not first connected with yourself. That's okay, it happens. My advice, continue to meditate, continue to do your spiritual practice. Just ask spirit, I'd like some help with being connected to myself. Start speaking to yourself, man. Spirit will come through you. How else do you think you're going to get yourself to come alive again? You've got to do it by energizing yourself, by being true, by being real. I know this is the case for me. Okay, my friend. We're going to wrap things up here. Dude, remember, it's all worth it. It just sometimes there's stuff that sucks like this. Like that emotional disconnection that you may or may not feel sometimes. Yeah. All right, man. That is going to be it for us. Take care. Lots of love. And as always, man, peace.